Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the rabbit. So welcome back all my bunny pals. How are we doing? Missed an opportunity there to say bunny buddies. That's what I should have said. How's it going, my bunny buddies? How are we doing this week? Well, let's find out. We're going to shuffle these cards up. We're going to move them around. We're going to get a feel for them a little bit, and we're going to stop, and we're going to pull out the three that are meant for you if you're born in the year of the rabbit. If you're not, then it's not for you. Let's stop about there, and we're going to take that one from the bottom. We're going to take that one from the middle. We're going to take that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we've got one negative there, and then we've got two positives coming up. So that's good. In a way, that is something to look forward to. But as I've tried to emphasize, as I always try to say, black isn't always an attack. White isn't always all right. We are looking at compatibilities and obviously perspective. We're not going to try and take away anybody's joy or their sadness. We're not going to try and devalidate that or extinguish it. What we're merely saying is that things could be worse when we've got those whites, and things could be better when we've got those negatives. That's all. Even if you're in a really, really bad place, there's still positive around you, even if you don't feel it. Same with when you're in a really, really good place. There's still negativity out there. You're just not experiencing it quite as much as you would be if you weren't in that place. But as I say, this is about compatibility, and straight away we've got a black dragon. Not necessarily a great card, that black dragon, in any sense of the word, even if you are compatible with it. Because what we're looking at there is that something's pissed you off. We're looking at something's made you a little bit frustrated, angry, agitated, lash out, maybe just sort of do something a bit reckless. Maybe you've done something a bit silly. Maybe, you kind of just punished yourself a bit for something, or somebody for something. There may be a conflict going on. There may be a breakup here. There may be a friendship that may be on the rocks. There may be a work-related incident that may have made you feel that you're not ready to go back to that yet, or not at all. I mean, that dragon in the black can be burning bridges, and maybe bridges have been burned. Maybe it's a case of that bridge has been burning for a long time, and you've just sat there and watched it burn. Now it's time for you to move on from that, because that dragon, after all, is nothing more than a doer. And that doer is to do. Even if it is burning bridges, tearing the place down. Nobody ever wants to get on the wrong side of a dragon. In the literal sense and in the Chinese Zodiac sense. Dragon people are not people that you mess with. Very much like dog people. You don't mess with them. And as a rabbit yourself, I'm sure you'll appreciate keeping the peace is a far better approach than moving forward. Unless, of course, keeping the peace puts you into a place of stagnation and you have no other sort of response now other than fighting your way out of that corner you've been backed into. And potentially that's what has happened here. You've backed yourself up into a corner. Now you need to lash out a little bit. Now you need to snap back and assert some dominance. Maybe, if it is in a workplace situation, maybe threaten to leave. Maybe it is, or in any situation, just say, right, if things don't change, things aren't, preferable for me anymore. I need to see changes, otherwise I'm out. Maybe that's already happened. Like I say, burning bridges. I mean, the dragon and the rabbit do have a general kind of understanding of each other. They're quite diplomatic, and they both realistically would pursue peace over sort of violence. However, the dragon is equipped for conflict, and it has no problem taking on a foe or the entire enemy army by themselves. And that's what I feel is burning up inside you. And I think you need to say something, you need to get it out. But it's not all doom and gloom. As I say, that white's coming in, that white is coming into play. And we've got that tiger card here as that protective kind of communicator here. What we're looking at here is mediation. What we're looking at here is negotiation. What we're looking at here is planning or working on a strategy to navigate these new murky, smoky sort of situations that you've found yourself in. After all, bridges are burning. There is a conflict here. It may not even necessarily be directly with you involved. For example, potentially you're working in a workplace and it's one of your favorite colleagues that you work with that has now got into an altercation, which has now meant they've been suspended and removed from office. And therefore you now feel bummed out about it because you know why they did what they did, or you know that they weren't entirely to blame. And now you feel that justice has not been as, as it should have been. And that they got it wrong from your perspective. This conflict that is here, that sort of karmic area of things, because that's what that dragon is. It's a karmic card after all. We have got positive karmic sort of justice coming into play. It's just not for you. That's why we're looking at it in the negative. We're not looking at this in a case of, oh yeah, we got a positive karmic card. Yeah, everything's going to be okay. No. This is not for you. This is somebody around you, something because of you, something that has happened, that somebody else within your general, I'd say, area or, situation, they may be receiving that good karma because of something you cocked up on, or something that you burnt the bridge, basically. Let's put it in this sense. You burnt the bridge, but now somebody else is reaping the benefits of starting their own ferry business across the river. And now you have to reevaluate yourself, but that's okay because that's what that tiger's doing. That tiger's coming into play and be that sort of protective person. Unfortunately, what we're looking at here is the lack of communication, because they don't have a great communicating relationship, the rabbit and the tiger. They don't really get on in that sense, but what they do get on with is that idea of peace and harmony. And again, very similar to that dragon, is that they would want to pursue peace, but again, what we're looking at is that conflict of the tiger isn't going to hesitate, just like that dragon. They would prefer peace, but it's not going to be their go-to if they don't feel it's just enough. And what we're looking at now is maybe you feel that you're in an unjust place, and now you're voicing yourself, you're trying to get your point across. It's not necessarily coming out the way you want it to, though. It's almost like you're preaching to the choir. You're preaching to the choir. Maybe you're trying too hard. Maybe you're not trying hard enough. Maybe you're in denial. Maybe you're even in denial that the bridge is on fire at all. We've been here before, a few weeks back and a couple of months ago with you rabbit people, where I know you'd prefer peace. I know that you would try to pursue that through any means possible, but sometimes you just got to let it burn. Let it burn, move on. And that's what you kind of expected to do. Nobody's going to judge you for that. It's now time to let go. And I think that's what this is. I think this is now like a time of, it's time to let go. The lines of communication aren't great. What we're looking at right now is tempers getting up, frustrations. And it may not feel that way, because, again, you could be in a really, really good place with whatever is going on around you, but there is something amiss. And there is something not quite right. You're not in that place you should be in. It's like you set fire to the bridge. You are now in denial about the bridge being on fire, or at least the bridge is on fire. It doesn't matter who set fire to the damn thing. The point is there is a bridge on fire and it's burning out quickly. And all of your instincts are telling you to move on, just get on with it and just live life and just, what will be, will be. But for some weird reason, you feel that if you can deny that the bridge even burnt down in the first place, you can just sit there and life will be the same as it always has been, and all will go back to as it used to be. Well, that is not the case, unfortunately. That is not the case. There is no going back now. There is no going back, because, again, we're looking at catalyst and change. We're looking at something that is going to come in. Now, the pig is a good card for the rabbit. Yes, compatibility is good. We're also looking at it in that sense of it is in the white, which is a positive look on things and a good perspective. The rabbit and the boar come together very, very good and make a very good sort of team together, complement each other. It's going to bring out the best in you. It is. If you allow this change to happen, if you accept this change, if you accept the things that you're in denial about, it's going to open up opportunities, but it's going to take time. It's going to take time. That pig is the slowest change to come in, and it can feel very uncomfortable, and it can feel like it's taking forever. It may even feel like it is never going to happen, but it is. The door's already opened. The water has begun to flow. The dam is breaking. It is now what it is. There's no turning back. You can't turn back. Not only did you burn the bloody bridge, and the bridge is now all kaput and it's all gone, or I'm not going to say you burn it. The bridge is gone. It's been burnt. And then we've got this tiger card here to say, it is time to look out for yourself. It's time to be protective of yourself. The lines of communication are not going to open back up. There is no negotiating here. There's no diplomacy. There's no peace to be found here. Okay, you need to understand this. You're not going to find peace. You're not going to truly be happy. It's not a great place for you to be. You're in the wrong job. You're in the wrong relationship. You're, living in the wrong house, driving the wrong car, wearing the wrong damn coat. I don't know, but something is amiss. And that change is going to happen whether you like it or not. The catalyst is going to happen. It's going to be slow. It's going to be painful. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to make you think. It's going to make you think that you can change things and keep things the way they are, or not change things, as the case will be, and keep things as they are. But that is not going to happen. You're just going to drag it out and it's going to take even longer, my lovely bunny buddies. Let it go. Let it burn. Just let it burn. Allow the ferry guy to make his fortune now going across the river, ferrying people across in his little boat. Allow him to get on with it. You move on. You move on. It's time for you to allow the process of healing and acceptance to start to do its job. But we'll find out how you get on with that, won't we, next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the rabbit. My next video will be for those born in the year of the dragon. So if you are interested in knowing more, or you know somebody that's born in the year of the dragon, then I will be doing that dragon reading in my next video. So I will see you then. If not to worry, I will be back next week with another reading for you guys born in the year of the rabbit. Thank you for watching. Love and peace.